Manuel Manolo Betancur Montoya is a Colombian-American entrepreneur and founder of Manolo's Bakery, established in 1997. A former Colombian Navy officer and engineer with over 27 years of baking experience, Manolo holds degrees from King University and Stanford's Business Entrepreneurship program. His business portfolio includes Manolo Bakery, known for having 65 varieties of Latin artisan breads, along with artisan gelato, Higher Grounds Cafe, which is right downstairs in this very building, and the nonprofit We Care For. A dedicated community advocate, Manolo has partnered with World Central Kitchen during the pandemic and provided humanitarian aid in Ukraine. His bakery, recognized as Charlotte's Best Bakery and Best in the Nest 2024 by Queen City Nerve, operates under the mission, "We are bread, we stand for our people, we believe in our future." He currently serves on the National Small Business Association's Leadership Council, and he is also a second-degree black belt in karate and a fourth-degree black belt in taekwondo. So don't mess with Manolo. Daybreak Legends here to roll up his sleeves and whip up his take on our global theme of layers. Please welcome to the stage the one, the only, Manolo!
Hey! Hey! Oh. Come on, Charlotte. Come on, let's go. Hey! Perrito. Today is a special day. 'Cause it's a bittersweet symphony. Keep playing it, man. Life is like a cake. Mine. Tune. One more time. Well, life is like a cake. My cake has 9 layers. Every layer represents a breakthrough moment of my life. What about your cake? I want for you guys to think about your cake. 9 layers, 9 cherries, but the last cherry is a very special cherry. So let's go together. Work with me, and let's make a cake. I need to have my recipe book here. First layer. One day, I wake up, and I heard the news that I'm the USA bread hero. When that happened, I thought, who's playing that joke on me? I am not a hero. But then I got to be at the first page of the oldest Colombian newspaper. Look at my brother. He's bragging about me. I feel proud. But then things got more serious. And I got to be in the same newspaper, but in a cartoon. And as you see, that cartoon is Superman, and Superman is saying, "Oh, hi, very nice to meet you," and Superman, and say, "I'm super bread." But no kidding, that cartoon made me think that Superman, that it could be a hero of me, because Superman is an immigrant as well. Superman wasn't born in America. You see, Superman emigrated to America. And his symbol in his chest means hope. And hope is what brings us to here. Hope is what brings immigrants to America. That's what brought me here. Any immigrant who had the value and is brave enough to leave their country, to leave their loved ones, is because is brave enough to overcome any challenge, even any president. So I'm pretty sure there's too many heroes here. You guys need to check yourselves because you are a hero as well. Layer number 2. This is the layer number 2. How I immigrate to America? Don't tell me, don't blame me your fault, because I was raised under the influence of America. America has a lot of power. So when I was a kid, I was watching all the TV news, all kind of cartoons, Disney World, MacGyver, A-Team. Later on, I was reading a lot about history of the United States, and I got to hear my dad and my mother talking, oh, John F. Kennedy did that, Martin Luther King. So I fell in love with this country without even knowing it. But there were 2 movies that really changed my life. You see, Karate Kid. I became a black belt, and I became part of the Colombian national team. I came to Miami. I started training. I did very well in that tournament. I called my mother, Mom, I'm going to stay in America. And she said, no, you are not going to stay in America. You're coming back to Colombia after you get done with college and you get your degree, you decide what to do in life. Okay, Mom. So that was another movie. So gum. So I want to be the Colombian Tom Cruise. You know, I want to have the same motorcycle, the same girlfriend, the same eyeglasses. And I didn't make it to Air Force, but I make it to the Colombian Navy. Oh, look at me, how pretty I look. But that wasn't the reality. The reality was another one. That was my reality. That's the reality of my country, South America. I became the commander for a special forces group, and every single week I was killing each other with my people. And that's when I realized the Colombian War wasn't that for me. That wasn't the path. So I want for you guys to see this video.
This, the end of the soldier prayer, ended up becoming a reality for 14 young soldiers. By failing to be identified by the cruelty of the guerrillas, their names have been replaced by small metal plaques that says Act Number 26. The hands of their companions were in charge of giving them the last goodbye. Although there were no blood mothers to receive the flags, there were professional mothers who mourned them. I always come to these funerals because I already have a son here in the cemetery. The mourners also dress it in camouflage. I also cry for the loss of my soldiers. At the end of the ceremony, something unexpected happened. It seems to be born again a soldier in Miguel's small body who had already decided to take a side in this war. What are you going to be when you grow up? Soldier? Why? For the country. You're not afraid of the guerrillas and they may kill you?
No.
Nope. There are 14 Colombians. There are 14 mothers suffering today the death of their children. The only thing that this region of Caquetá, Colombia hopes is peace, so this does not happen again.
I always wonder what is going on with that boy. Is he still alive? Is he still dead? And this morning when I was working again, going through all this process, I thought, maybe I need to go to Colombia and try to find that boy. That just happened this morning. So, as you can see, the Colombian War wasn't my path. So, welcome to America. I got done with college, Mom. So now it's time to chase the American dream, and that's my next layer. When I arrived to Bristol, Tennessee, I didn't speak any English. So you could say, you are the ugliest guy in the world. I will say, yes. And I will laugh because I was saying yes to everything. I had $900 in my pocket, and I have a little note Then one day I was going to be a small business owner. Well, a business owner, I will reach $1 million sales. So I graduated in King University in Tennessee. I went to Stanford University. I have several businesses right now. We are very close to $2 million. Thank you. Thank you. But when I reached the $1 million goal, I realized I wasn't happy. That my business is not about money. It's about creating an impact, change community, and create opportunities. So that takes me to another layer of my life. I was very happy working. As many know, I got part of the Las Delicias bakery. Was founded by my kids' grandpas. And happy in Charlotte, and then I had a deportation order. It sounds very familiar lately. My immigration attorney didn't tell immigration that I switched states. I moved from Tennessee to North Carolina. I missed an appointment, and I had a deportation order. When under the law, and now it's worse, if you don't show up to the interview, you need to face a judge, you need to go to a federal court. Well, I went to court. The judge says, well, tell me, what have you done for America? So I told him how I behave, and I told everything that I had done so far to that point of my life. And he says, well, Manolo, I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you have done for America. You are not allowed to leave this country, and I make you an American citizen. Yeah, thank you. So that was, I hope that we still having judges like him, especially on these days. So that takes us to the next layer. What I had done. Through the pandemic, we donated more than 5,000 cakes with the cake project to anyone in Mecklenburg County who can afford a cake. We work central kitchen, the church, many churches, a lot of people in the community, a lot of organizations in the community. I distribute 52,000 meals in Charlotte. We support 26 nonprofits. But if you think that's cool, watch this video. This is the next layer. My business is about community, not about money. I heard about this organization here. They celebrate their birthdays for the homeless community. So wow, that's cool. So I approached this organization. I told them, where are you getting the cakes to celebrate their birthdays? And they said, we don't get cakes. How do you celebrate a birthday without cake? So I told them, from now on, you just go to a bakery and pick the cakes. A woman from the organization approached me, and she says, are you a cake guy? I said, I guess so. And she says, you know that you saved a life yesterday. She says, we got around our neighbor, and we started singing the happy birthday, and he started crying. And we asked him, why are you crying? He says, because it was his first time in his life that he had a cake. And he was gonna kill himself that day. And because that cake and that celebration, he didn't kill himself, and he pulled the gum out and put it next to the cake. They're everywhere. They're in our streets. They're our neighbors. I told you, any of you could be a hero. Just a cake saved a life. They are everywhere. They are our neighbors. So that takes us to the next layer. Well, I'm already a hero, and I was part of the military forces, and a black belt, so the war in Ukraine started. So my first thought was, I'm gonna go to that country, I'm gonna be part of the international military forces. I'm gonna support the freedom of Ukraine. But then, look at this belly. I'm married to a beautiful woman that's next in that door. I had 2 kids. I have all those businesses and all this community here in Charlotte. So I thought, what else can I do? And I was talking with my friend, Nathan is somewhere around there. And I said, well, what is new? He said, I'm going to go to Ukraine. I said, you crazy. And then he says, no, I'm not. But I said, let's go to Poland first. So between Myers Park United Methodist Church, Nathan, and a lot of people here in the community, we went to Poland and to the Ukraine border for the first time. And when I saw people at the border, the immigrants coming out with their suitcases, the ladies and the kids, the pictures of World War II came to my head. The pictures of Colombia War came to my head, and I told Nathan there, I'm going to go inside that country, man. So I come back, I start putting everything together. We start collecting money again. A lot of people from Charlotte and around the nation start helping me, and I went to Ukraine. So far, I have been there 3 times. We rebuilt ovens, bakeries, deliver cars, support children, widows. But we bring hope, we bring hugs, and we let them know that they're by themselves. More than $500,000 we have donated to Ukraine. So that is my share about Colombia. But by the way, the hands of the picture, those are the hands of one of my bakers. When he heard I was going to go to Ukraine, he approached me. It was payroll day. He says, Manolo, I want for you to take all my payment. You know how hard it is for an elderly person in a bakery to make his payment? If a baker can help, a lot of CEOs in America can do better. Yeah. So that takes me to the next layer. Last year I was very lucky that I had to wear nicer clothes, and I was invited to Quail Hollow Golf Club to give a speech when the golf tournament started. And I was talking there about the power of opportunity. So this is my message that day. The power of opportunity lives between the giver and the one who receives. That makes both dreamers. And what are they dreaming? The answer is one word: change. Make change happen by doing. Opportunities are better than donations because I have witnessed how opportunities produce collective change. Opportunities bring us closer. Donations sometimes keep us separated. So that's the power of opportunity. And I thought I was going to be faster. It's the first time I make a cake and I got to give a speech. I promised Chad and everybody else I wasn't going to be shy. So that is taking us to the final part of the layer. And remember, I started this speech talking what was going to be the last cherry on the cake. Is the most important cherry. Is the beauty, the Creative Morning cherry. You see, Creative Mornings. But this cherry is a very special cherry because this cherry is you. This cherry is the people. You know, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here. If it weren't for Myers Park United Methodist Church, we wouldn't have higher grounds that we are changing the city. If it weren't for the love that Charlotte has gave me, we wouldn't have a Manolo's Bakery. Thank you. Welcome to my nonprofit. Welcome to my movement. We care for.
Manolo, everybody, Manolo!
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Wow. It's all of you guys, all of you. Thank you.